Everybody, welcome back to Bayou Time. Harry McCullough here. They've been doing it for 54 years in Chackbay, Louisiana. It's the Gumbo Festival, and it happens again this weekend. It'll be going on at Chackbay at the festival grounds there. So it'll start Friday, October 21st, Saturday, October 22nd, and Sunday, the 23rd. A lot of stuff going on, including a parade, a live auction, and of course, some great bands that you can come and watch. Kerry Thibodeau on Sundays, one of my favorite. Grand Isle Time is probably my favorite song of all time right now. But here to talk about it is, of course, the royalty of the festival. So, guys, thanks so much for being here. We got Mr. J. Daniel Clement, who's the Gumbo King, the festival for this year. Miss Marilyn Plaisance, who's the Grand Marshal, the first female Grand Marshal. So, congratulations on that. And then Farron Molizon is the festival chairman. Let me start with you, Farron. You said 54 years y'all been doing this?
Yes, sir. We started in 1968. What it was, the fire department would put on a festival and also the Holy Name Society. But it was the same group of people operating both festivals. And it was time consuming. So they merged both organizations together. And that's when the Louisiana Gumbo Festival was
There's a few other Gumbo festivals. This got to be the best one, right?
Oh, it is the best one. the best gumbo around.
Do y'all have a cook-off?
No, we don't have a cook-off. We cook our
You cook
gumbo
your own.
ourselves.
You get what we give
We
you.
do chicken and sausage gumbo. We do seafood gumbo. We cook about 480 gallons of gumbo over the weekend, 240 of each.
Oh, man, it's making my mouth water right now thinking about it. Hey, Miss Marilyn, so you are the first female Grand Marshal.
Yes.
Tell me about that. Is that a big honor for you?
Well, of course. I mean, really, in my life, I've never had such a great honor. And at my age, I mean, we just go about our business doing what we have to do. And then you get a call from somebody. We picked you as the Grand Marshal this year. Would you like to do it? I said, well, of course. What an honor. I am so proud.
So you and the festival are about the same age, 54 years old. But so,
I love you too.
but have you been involved with the festival over the years?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, every year I make them a quilt for their auction. And when we did beignets and potato salad and all that, I'd go help them.
Yeah.
In the kitchen, Fridays and Saturdays, and yeah, still I do whatever I can do.
Right. Oh, that's awesome. I can't wait. So, Mr. J. Daniel Clement, King. So, what's that about? How you get to be king of the Gumbo Festival?
I guess through all the years I've been cooking a whole bunch of gumbos. In the latter years, the Cinema Hunting Club used to take care of it on Sundays, to where the firemen could go ahead and do their marching and do that thing, whatever they wanted to do. Till all us old ones got too old to be walking in the swamp, so we disbanded the Cinema Hunting Club and went back to doing it with the firemen.
Right. And so you'll be helping out with the gumbo this year as well?
Not too much. My darn legs are giving out on me.
So what's your duties as king? Parade?
Parade, get to meet all the people, invite everybody to the fair.
Right.
That's one of the main objectives, to get people to come.
Yeah.
Because this is all a voluntary thing.
Right. So you're from Chackbay?
I am from Chackbay, born and reared there since 1934.
So tell me about your memories of 54 years ago when this whole thing started.
When we first started off, we didn't have pots. We had to borrow pots from the school and get them cleaned back for Monday morning, get them ready. Then Mr. Jig Giardino started letting us use the crawfish balling pots till we were able to get everything going. But we had some great help over the years, a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah.
If you can't have fun volunteering, don't do it.
Oh, yeah. And great way to meet your community as well. Miss Marilyn, what about you over the 54 years? How has it grown to where it is now?
Well, when I first went to the festival, it was behind the church. And of course, then, it wasn't as big as it is now. And since they moved into their new facility in 2000,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, it has grown a lot, and it's such a beautiful place. I mean, you're out of the weather, and they have such a nice band area, and then of course the auction is also very good too.
Yeah, and a
But
parade.
it has grown a lot since I have been living in Chackbay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Will you guys be in the parade? Is that part of the?
Oh, of
Oh, yes.
course.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
You have a
I'm
float,
there.
or are you going to be on a convertible? How's that work?
Well, usually the Grand Marshal rides a horse, but my children would not let me get on a horse. So
on.
I have this most beautiful little black buggy,
Sorry.
a Surrey. Okay, and of course somebody's going to have a horse pulling it.
Right.
And so I'm looking forward to riding in it. Yeah, it's cute as can be.
Mr. Clement, you probably rode a horse, right? Have you been to Marshall before?
I have never been marshal.
Oh, you got something to look forward to.
I put in my name in the hat every year since it first started.
Yeah.
Never pulled my name out of the hat.
Well, they got Maryland this year, so
Yeah.
I don't know how they did that. I always thought it was a man. It would be a man, and very surprised.
that's great. No, that's awesome. We're talking a little bit about before we went to break. This festival has really grown over the years, as Chackbay has. All you got to do is just come north of Thibodaux. You come on Canal Boulevard north, and you can see the developments of Chackbay. You guys, this whole community's been a bedroom community, but really a lot more people in town now. Huh?
Oh, yes. We've grown a lot since we were from behind the church, and now we're sitting on our about 10 acres of festival grounds down Highway 304. We average about 15,000 attendees over the whole 3-day weekend.
Yeah, that's a good crowd, and like I said, not just North Canal, but all the way to Vacherie. There's people's houses which are considered Chackbay. So I'm sure a lot of people. You got any problems getting volunteers and people to come help?
Well, the fire department puts on the festival. We work all the stands, the gumbo kitchen down to the hamburger stand, beer stand. And we do have a lot of community support. We have a lot of volunteers that'll come in starting tomorrow to help us get everything prepped. And we do have a lot of volunteers
How much?
throughout the community.
How much gumbo you think you'll make?
We're going to cook 480 gallons of gumbo, 240 gallons of chicken sausage, and 240 gallons of seafood gumbo. We have two 40-gallon brazen pans, and they're going from start to finish.
We're a long way from borrowing from the school for pots and
Correct.
pans.
Correct.
Right? Miss Marilyn, you know somebody that's cooking this gumbo, right?
Oh, yes, I do. Actually, my son, Evan, is cooking the gumbo. He's been cooking the gumbo for, oh, Lord, 20 years, I guess, over at the festival. And very good gumbo.
Now,
Very
where did he
good.
learn how to make gumbo?
Well, I didn't teach him.
Really? Well, that's where I was leading.
No, I didn't. No, he just did it on his own,
Right.
and but he's always been a good cook, and so my mother was a cook. He may have learned. My mother was a cook at the school, and so he may have learned a lot from her too.
Right.
So
Yeah. Mr. Clement, tell me about how this works with generations of people. Like that I don't know if your dad was ever part of it, and then you probably had children and now grandchildren. Tell me about the generations that come together for this event.
Well, in the old church directory, there was a picture of my grandfather way back in the early days. He was cooking for the fairs. And then my dad was cooking. I was cooking. My son helped. He wasn't a cook.
Let's go.
But we go back 4 generations
Yeah.
working at.
Yeah, which it's all about, right?
Sure.
Especially in today's world where we're all kind of sit around watching TV all the time. To get out and to kind of get together is one thing. So, Farron, let's go over to the festival. We have the flyer, and we can start talking about. You did have a little bit of a change in some of the entertainment, but these are some big names.
Oh, yes.
Obviously for us, but big names that are coming in.
Yes, our entertainment director, Stacy Benwell, did an awesome job getting everything together. We did have one change late last night on Friday, October the 21st, from 9 to midnight. it will be Shorts in December. They're a variety party band. They play music from the 80s and 90s, today's rock, R&B, and country. They're originated from Grand Isle, Louisiana.
Grand Isle. I'll be darned. So yeah, so you got the RKG party band, and then Shorts in December coming in, and then on Saturday, Tet Dur, who's just the Hardheads, they'll be in there. Ryan Foray, Nashville Sound, and Velvet Sky. So a good lineup there too.
Correct. I think he should attract a lot of people.
Yeah.
The weather's gonna be nice, perfect weather. We couldn't ask for anything better. Just come on out this weekend, 326 Highway 304 in Chackbay, and pass a good time.
Yeah, and then it's on Sunday. It opens up at 12:30, and you got Jr. and Something Sneaky, and Kerry Thibodeau, who I was talking about, has Grand Isle time. That's a great time. And then you also have the parade on Sunday and a live auction. So plenty of good food, plenty of good eats, right? So it should be a really good time. So tell me, from your perspective as the festival chairman, how this has changed over the years as we were talking.
It's changed a lot. I started when I was 17, and 41 years ago. And like Mr. Daniel said, we were behind the church. We had a gumbo kitchen and a few stands, a few rides, a tent for with the bands playing under. And now we're sitting on, like I said earlier, 10 acres of property.
15,000
We have an indoor kitchen, a pavilion, 150 by 100.
Rain or shine, right?
Correct. Rain or shine. They'll keep you out the weather. And then we have our food stands on the opposite side, and it's all fenced in also.
It's all great. And it's a great way to get together with family. And you guys will take newcomers, right? If somebody from North Canal Boulevard comes, you guys will welcome them, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Better believe it. We'll start the next generation, right?
Absolutely, you're
So
right.
they don't have to be from Chackbay to go.
No,
So
No.
so they're good. So yeah, really looking forward to it. This is what it's all about this time of year. Great weather, hopefully, and it's been great. So you guys have a great ride, and maybe get up on that horse, Miss Plaisance.
I don't think so.
Well, we'll see y'all this weekend in
All right,
Chackbay at the
thank
Gumbo
you.
Festival. We'll be right back with more Bite Time right after this.